Hey guys, Insomnia back with some more AFK Arena. Today we're looking at another one of our guides. We're going to go ahead and get into the Peaks of Time. We are on the far frontier. This Peaks of Time adventure is a little bit unique, and I do like this one quite a bit because you have to do things in order. So first thing I always do when I get into the Peaks of Time, run around, look at the common enemies, go ahead and clean them up, as we do right there, because you want to save your relics. At this point of the game, I do need quite a bit of to get a little bit of a collection of relics to make sure that I can kill all of the enemies when I get to the later stages, and making sure towards the beginning that I'm not losing some of my heroes because I'm fighting camps that are too tough. So running around real quick, I just clean up all of the common enemies so I make sure that I have enough relics to take out the stronger camps, because this Peaks of Time adventure does have a couple stronger camps. As you can see, there are quite a few treasure chests in here, and there's a couple crystal chests. This camp right here is one of the important ones because this is where you have to actually do something to save the town. So when you take out all three of these little camps right here, the town is located in the middle. It looks like a little stack kind of tannish huts. But when you take out all three of these camps, you can actually save the town, which you'll see right here, and there is a chest right behind it. So it goes into a little monologue here, which we are victorious. You have to clear all three camps to be able to save the town. So the village is now saved, which gives you a little special pathway that's hidden behind one of the most powerful elites that you're going to fight in here. So we go ahead and pick up this treasure chest. This is where you have to go for the next point of the map. So come all the way down here. The bottom right is what you want to clear first, because this will actually give you the ability to clear, I believe it's called the supply lines. So when you get down here, take out a couple of these enemies real quick. And right here, the enemy's granary is there. If we can disrupt their supply lines, what it actually does is when you disrupt the supply lines, all of the camps lose hit points. So they actually start the battles with quite a bit of their hit points gone, which you'll see here in a second. Again, I walk around, I clean out all of the common enemy camps because I do want to collect all those relics. That way I have no problem finishing out the rest of the campaign, because this is where the camps get a little bit tougher. As you can see right there, one of the stronger camps, which is our chief enemies here. So once we destroy this, you have to make sure at this point, let me stress, you have to make sure at this point, when you get the chest, you have to click on the little huts that are right above it. And when I do click on it, you have to click the cut the supply line. There you go. We have successfully cut the supply line. If you don't do that, a lot of the enemies will actually spawn back when you kill them. There's a couple certain spots, like I said, you have to be particular in this one with the methodology to clearing all of the camp out. So we'll go around this way, pick up the rest of our treasure chests. So we have the bottom right all completely cleared. Now we'll go ahead and clear a little bit over here, pick up the rest of these chests. And as you can see there from the hit points, I know it was real quick, which you'll see on the other camps that I click on. Their hit points are down significantly. So when you're cleaning out these camps, as you can see, they probably have a 30 or 40% hit point reduction. So now that takes us to the top of the map. So this is the point you just want to clear these out, pick up all of your treasure chests up here, and now you're going to be taking the little path that opened up. And the reason for this is you'll see in a little bit when we go up here to get the treasure chests. But there we have our second crystal chest actually, so we'll pick that one up. This enemy that's right below me, you'll actually have to defeat. And once you defeat that enemy, you'll see all of these little camps that kind of make a triangle here. These camps you do have to take out as well. But when you get to the last camp here, you cannot defeat it, which I'll go ahead and show you. So we'll go ahead and clean out all these, collect up all of our relics. You can't defeat it without defeating the camps in order. So this is our chief enemies. When you destroy it, we're unable to make any headway against the enemy. The numbers are too strong. And the reason is we have to defeat, again, the enemies in order. So paying special attention to it. So we'll actually go ahead and pick up our relic here. And the camp that you have to defeat, after you defeat them, again, no matter how many times you defeat the camp, it's not going to go anywhere. It actually stays there. because there is an order. This is the camp you have to defeat, which is the other side with the chief enemies. When you defeat this one, you'll see the battlefield goes kind of crazy. Surrender will let you live. K-Sauce does not want to surrender. Enemies appear everywhere all over the map, which is good because we have our special little supply line to get back. If you didn't open up the supply line first, you'd actually have to fight your way through a ton of enemies. And as you can see, there are a ton of camps. Because we opened up the back way very first early in the video, right there, the enemy used most of their forces in the ambush. So now you'll be able to defeat this enemy and get through and go ahead and complete this Peaks of Time adventure. So now when we go and we fight these chief enemies for the second time, once we defeat them, they do not come back. The rest of this is pretty easy. You can just go through, clean up the treasure chests, which we got quite a few there. Got a lot of hero essence in here, got quite a bit of gold in here. All of our items to go ahead and get our gear up. And again, I do continue to clean up the relics just because I want to make sure the very, very last camp is right in the top middle. So if you don't need to clean these out, which a lot of them you do to get to the chests that are behind them, there we got a double legendary plus loot, which is good. So that is the very last camp. There's our final 3 treasure chests to clean out. And there was a quick 1,000,000 gold Dura's Drape. Super powerful artifact, especially at this level because you only have 4 artifacts. And that will clean it out for the Peaks of Time. So that opens the Divine Realm, which will be the next one we're going to. So let me know in the comments what you think. I love doing the guides. The Far Frontier is completely cleaned. So let me know. I love the loot that's in there. Glad I got the artifact. And as always, thank you for watching.